Hey guys, it's the first weekly weird news of 2019.
It's the first weekly weird news.
Stop it, it's over. Take the tree down, Elliot.
Of the year. Yeah, it's a real, I never bought, do I look like the kind of person that buys a fucking Christmas tree? Get out of here.
I am.
Anyway, yeah, we're back. And while most people have made New Year's resolutions to stop doing the kind of weird and or stupid shit that gets them featured on this show, we've still got plenty to talk about.
Yeah.
And as we know, resolutions, they don't last. And we might as well start with some news that happened while we were gone.
Yes, just because we leave doesn't mean people stop doing dumb shit.
You can't keep getting away with it.
If you've ever had to get anywhere for Christmas that was farther away than driving distance, you already know how absolutely hellish commercial air travel can be in the days leading up to Christmas. It's expensive, it's crowded, and the overall mood at the airport, pretty unpleasant. But that's nothing compared to what happens when you add one droney boy to the equation.
Who would win? Yeah, that's the lesson the people of the United Kingdom learned when Gatwick Airport, the second busiest airport in the country, was forced to a complete halt for 36 hours during the busiest travel week of the year, all thanks to a quadcopter drone being in the air within a 5-kilometer radius of the airport. Not only were around 140,000 people unable to travel due to canceled flights, but the incident also led to the British Army being deployed at Gatwick to aid in the massive police operation to stop this drone menace.
Bring their troops home for Christmas. Starting on the evening of December 19th, sightings of a drone, or multiple drones within Gatwick airspace, started being reported to authorities. This led to flights out of Gatwick being delayed until this could all be sorted out, because despite being so small, a drone colliding with a commercial airplane in the middle of takeoff, it's quite dangerous. Didn't a goose take down Sully's flight?
Yeah.
So there you go. Now surely law enforcement would be able to get this drone out of the sky in no time. Surely this was just some drone hobbyist who hadn't read up on the latest rules and regulations. Would that it were so simple.
Yeah, no, it turns out whoever was operating this drone was doing so in a way that suggested that they knew exactly what they were doing. After those initial sightings, flights were delayed for a few hours until air traffic controllers were pretty darn sure that the drones were gone. But then, as soon as they gave the go-ahead to resume takeoffs, the drone popped back up again.
Whoa!
It was just taunting everyone. Or at least that's the official story. You see, there are some who believe that there was never actually a drone to begin with, which is a hell of a conspiracy theory, but it's aided by the fact that barely any footage of this drone even exists, and none of it is very conclusive.
Although, still, I mean, yes, they can cause damage. If you're filming it from any distance, you're not going to be able to see it very well.
Well,
but UFOs are real, and these days they're just drones. Now, complicating all of this further is the fact that when police started investigating the rogue drone, they sent up a bunch of their own drones to surveil the area. And suddenly a whole lot more sightings of drones started coming in because people were seeing the police drones in the air and assuming those were the drones everyone was looking for. They never did the Jedi mind trick to stop it. Yeah. Were those original drone sightings even legitimate? The Sussex Police Department themselves even said during one press conference that there was a possibility the whole thing was just one big, stupid false alarm, though they quickly walked back that statement when the entire UK started yelling at them.
You what?
You fucking what, mate?
For what it's worth, the drone probably was real, as most of the initial sightings were reported by airport employees and cops and pilots, people with credibility. In either case, though, drone or no drone, the whole days-long affair was making local law enforcement look pretty damn incompetent. This single, tiny drone had managed to cripple one of the world's busiest transportation hubs more effectively than an actual terror attack. After a full day of no flights and 110,000 passengers just stranded, the British Army was brought in to bring their expertise with dealing with drones on the battlefields of the Middle East to Gatwick.
So I would assume that their tactics are just grabbing a shotgun and shooting it out of the sky like we do here in America?
You would think.
No.
You would think.
Now, so at this point, the reputation of the UK's armed forces is also resting on how this works out. The longer this goes on, the stupider everyone looks, and the better chance you have of Elon Musk coming in to try to save the day.
I didn't even consider that.
You don't want it. Good news, though, folks. We got him. On December 21st, a full day and a half into the Battle of Gatwick, police arrested an unnamed married couple and brought them in for 36 hours of questioning about it. It seems like a fair trade-off if they're going to ruin everyone else's lives for 36 hours.
Flights have been stopped for 36 hours.
So we're going to hold you here that long. Police in the UK generally don't release the name of suspects until they're pretty sure that they arrested the right people, which it seems like a good policy to us. But that didn't stop local member of Parliament Henry Smith from identifying them by name and declaring victory in the 2018 Gatwick drone war.
All right. Uh-oh, turns out, though, that the couple that got arrested were not guilty of any of this shit and seem to have only been arrested in the first place because they live near the airport and happen to be drone enthusiasts.
Huh.
The husband wasn't even in the area during the initial drone sightings. Even with his boss trying to get a hold of the police to tell them that he had been at work and had an airtight alibi, the couple was held for one and a half days, and they were told that they were facing life in prison for their supposed crimes.
Just admit it. We got to get out of here.
Needless to say, even after being released without charges, they're pretty fucking traumatized by the whole experience.
Yeah.
Kind of ruined Christmas, guys.
Yeah, and also their names are out there because that guy from Parliament.
Yeah.
Probably a lot of unhappy travelers that, could harass them potentially.
Yeah.
Now, aside from those bogus arrests, though, there don't appear to be any other suspects. The drone sighting stopped on the evening of December 21st, and flights resumed, though the backlog at that point added up to over 1,000 flights and around 140,000 passengers. The Army stuck around through the holidays anyway, only leaving Gatwick this week, meaning some poor soldiers spent Christmas and New Year's stuck on drone duty at the airport, which sucks.
That's like almost as lame as getting stuck on border duty on Thanksgiving.
Mm-hmm. But now airports around the world are investing in high-tech anti-drone equipment to try to ensure that something like this doesn't happen to them as well, which makes me think that it's done by the drone lobbyists.
Yeah.
Or the anti-drone
Big
lobbyists.
Drone.
Yeah.
This is all a plot by Big Drone.
Mm-hmm. So you hand someone a rock and you got to sell the other person a stick.
Yeah, in the absence of any, explanations, you might be onto something.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, the general vibe coming out of the UK about all of this is that it's fucking embarrassing. And yet another example of their government incompetence. It's been a rough year for, just the UK government, being legitimate and not looking like fools.
It's fine, though, because we got that Theresa May walking out on stage meme.
And dancing.
Yeah.
Of course, there's also plenty of conspiracy theories about the whole droney boy thing as well, thanks largely to the fact that there's very little proof that any of these drone sightings were even legitimate. Here's our theory. Mm-hmm. Some person near Gatwick decided to test out their newly purchased Christmas drone.
Could have been a gift.
And in their excitement, they failed to realize that doing so near an airport was illegal, though they eventually did realize that, and they called it a day. Mm-hmm. Oopsie doopsie. Meanwhile, airport staff spots that guy's drone and reports it, and when police go to investigate, they deploy a bunch of their own drones to get a better look at the surrounding area to find that original drone. This then leads to more drone sightings by people who don't realize that they're now seeing police drones, which in turn keeps the police drones flying as they keep looking for the drones that have been spotted, even though they're actually just looking for themselves.
We got you.
And just repeat that for 36 hours. It's like a really high-tech Abbott and Costello routine.
Mm-hmm. Drones on first.
Mm-hmm.
Or, maybe it was aliens. Probably not. But another thing that happened while we were gone for the holidays was an alien invasion of New York City, or at least what appeared to be an alien invasion.
Pretty believable.
Great marketing for the new Men in Black. Around 9:15 p.m. on December 28th, a power plant in Astoria, Queens had a transformer explosion, which simultaneously knocked out electricity in the surrounding neighborhoods, but also filled the sky with a very bright blue light and gave off a very loud humming sound. So yes, if you happen to live nearby and be asleep in bed, you'd be forgiven for waking up and assuming that the end of the world was happening, because the videos from this, even miles away, were
what the fuck?
It looked like the scene of any end of any action movie or superhero movie where a sky monster starts beaming shit down to Earth.
Yeah.
It looked just like that.
It did. What was dubbed by some as the Astoria Borealis.
Love it.
Was visible throughout the New York metro area, and honestly, once you realize the end is not nigh, it looks pretty cool.
I mean, the electricity did go out, a transformer exploded, so.
Yeah, but
kind of shitty.
Nobody was actually injured in the explosion.
Yeah.
No harm, no foul. So, given all that, maybe they should just look into making this a holiday tradition. Maybe figure out a way to make the lights red and green. Hey, it's fun.
Perfect.
Flights at the nearby LaGuardia Airport were, however, delayed while the power situation was dealt with. But hey, at least looking outside at a weird blue light is a lot more fun than looking out at an empty sky looking for the drone that stole Christmas.
But I mean, if you're flying out of LaGuardia anyway, you know that it's not really the easiest place or the most fun place to fly out of.
No, it's actually the worst airport I've ever been through in America.
So a delay there is like, oh geez, well, I planned for this.
Yeah, oh God, someone peed on my shit sandwich. Mm-hmm. What am I gonna do?
Anyways, what else do we miss? Oh shit. By the way, Kevin Spacey, he's back.
Woo!
Yeah, House of Cards fans rejoice. Frank Underwood may have been unceremoniously killed off when it turned out the actor playing him was a massive creep and potential sex criminal. But on Christmas Eve, Kevin Spacey came out of hiding to resurrect his most iconic role via a YouTube video titled Let Me Be Frank. That video had Spacey, as Frank Underwood, give a 3-minute monologue while wearing a festive Santa Claus apron and doing the dishes.
And I don't think blinking even once.
Yes.
He maintained very strong eye contact. Anyways, yeah, it was needless to say pretty fucking strange. For one thing, Kevin Spacey is basically the face of Me Too, second only to, I guess, Harvey Weinstein. And that's thanks to dozens of credible first-hand accounts describing Kevin Spacey as, at best, very gropey, and at worst, a child rapist, with incidents spanning several decades of Spacey's career. Following the first of those revelations, Kevin Spacey made his only public comment on the matter via a written statement where he came out as gay, as if that explained the whole thing away. It didn't, and here we are.
But now he chooses to live his life as a YouTuber. Anyways, that statement served as Kevin Spacey's one and only public comment on what turned out to be the end of his career. Until 14 months later when we got the weird YouTube video. And it is very, very weird. Kevin Spacey is in character as Frank Underwood for the entire thing, but it's unclear if he's speaking in character about the events of House of Cards, or using Frank Underwood to comment on his own scandal, or maybe a mix of both.
Yeah.
He chastises his viewers for rushing to judgment without facts or evidence, and for giving him an impeachment without a trial. He also uses a few other phrases that don't sound very good coming from a suspected sex criminal, like, I know what you want, and I never played by the rules, and you loved it. It was very strange.
Yeah. So it seems like towards the end of this 3-minute video that feels like it's 15 minutes long, it feels towards the end that Spacey is genuinely, he thinks that this weird piece of House of Cards fan fiction has an actual shot of getting him reinstated on House of Cards.
Or exonerated from his crimes.
He points out that viewers never actually saw his character die, so...
There you go.
He then puts on his character's ring. He asks, "Miss me?" And then he walks out of frame as a stock music sting plays, seeming to indicate some sort of shocking revelation. Now, hilariously, it's the same sound effect that plays in the Californian segments on SNL before everyone like stares in the mirror together. It's like, dun, dun, dun.
It only would have been better if he like walked off the screen and then like came back in really quick and was like, "By the way, I'm also gay." But we didn't get that.
We didn't get that.
No,
well,
no.
I mean, he's
I choose to live as a shit poster.
his channel's still there.
Yeah. Demonetized, maybe? Maybe not.
I don't know. He's got an outlet.
Yeah. Anyways, here's this cool gambling website I found.
SpaceyBet.com.
I got a lot of bills to pay for these lawyers. Anyways, for what it's worth, Spacey's video was right about the fact that he'd been written off as a criminal without any actual legal proceedings. Oh, wait, actually, no. He was charged with sexual assault in Massachusetts almost simultaneously as the video went live. So that was awkward.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that was bad timing or exactly the timing that he wanted.
Yeah.
Like he wanted to take attention away from the charges or something?
Yeah, it's just like set up his Google alert, and then he's like, all right, post.
Yeah.
So now when people search Kevin Spacey, they'll see my acting.
Yeah.
And not the fact that I'm going to trial for sexual assault.
Yeah. Investigations into his allegations against him are also ongoing in multiple other jurisdictions. So unfortunately for Kevin Spacey, this doesn't look like it's going away. But in the meantime, his YouTube channel jumped from around 2,000 subscribers to nearly 60,000 in just a few days.
Nice.
So he's got that going for him.
Nice.
One or two more of these insane videos, and he might even put YouTube in the awkward position of having to mail him a silver play button. Straight to jail, potentially.
Yeah. Hollywood may have blacklisted him, but you know what? Anyone with a camera and an internet connection can start a career here on YouTube. And you know what? You can get away with a lot more here on YouTube.
Yeah, Jake Paul at the beginning of 2018 was like, here's a dead body in the woods, and Kevin Spacey
That was Logan Paul.
Oh, sorry, Logan
Jake
Paul.
Paul's the gambler.
Yeah. So Logan Paul had the body hanging in the woods in 2018, and then to end cap that, at the end of 2018, Kevin Spacey was like, hey, you guys want to see some skeletons in my closet?
Yeah.
Here they are. Gotcha.
I mean, yeah, I would not put it past him to release more videos. So smash that bell
We'll have to wait till when he gets charged. That's going to be the next one because I think it feels like he has like a suicide switch.
Yeah.
Where it's like his YouTube videos just post whenever something bad happens to him in the news.
He just needs about 40,000 more people to subscribe to his channel.
To get that play button.
Get that play button. Probably frame it in his house.
Yeah, right behind him.
His several Oscars. You missed me, didn't you?
No, not really.
Kevin, why are you using that voice?
Yeah.
You loved it.
Nah, I didn't.
No.
Anyways, let's get into headlines.
Please, I don't want to think about Kevin Spacey anymore.
No.
Here's some headlines. Here's a fun one. More than 80 firearms and 3 skulls found in Cannibal Corpse guitarist's home.
Yeah.
And that really only scratches the surface.
By the way, this is a Florida man. He lives in Tampa.
Yeah.
So he Florida manned this.
So Cannibal Corpse is a death metal band. Been around for about
I don't know if you're
30 years.
classifying that correctly or
I don't
not.
know.
Yeah.
It sounds like a death metal band.
Sure.
He initially got arrested because he broke into like his neighbor's house and like tackled them and was like, the rapture is happening. Mm-hmm. He apparently thought aliens were coming too.
If the lead singer of Cannibal Corpse busted into my house and said the rapture was happening, I might believe him.
Yeah, but then also his own house caught on fire, and it was like a small fire, but then he had a ton of ammo, so the ammunition made it worse.
It's a shame that Metalocalypse is off the air because he was the inspiration for Nathan Explosion.
Oh,
and this would have been a great plot point.
Yeah, well, so he turns out he had a lot of guns, some skulls. For some reason, he was arrested just without incident. They tased him.
If you're unaware about Cannibal Corpse, you'll remember them from the hit movie that we talked about last month, Ace Ventura: Pet Detective.
Oh, was that Cannibal Corpse?
Yeah, the one where he goes, he goes into the pit. Yeah.
Yeah. What was the password? New England clam chowder.
There you go. Why won't you die? Police respond to report of death threats. Find man just trying to kill a spider.
To be fair, this was Australia.
Yeah, well, it was life or death.
Yeah. But yeah, to anyone on the street, they heard a man saying, "Why won't you die, you motherfucker?" And then they heard a little child, like a little boy, crying.
Well, yeah, because the kid's crying because there's a fucking spider.
Yeah,
it's
he's
gonna
like,
kill
my
him.
daddy's a pussy. My daddy can't kill a spider.
Yeah.
It's an Australian spider, and we might actually die.
Yeah.
So, yeah, big misunderstanding.
How do you kill an Australian spider? I think you have to. The joke is you have to burn the whole house down, but
Yeah.
there's got to be a way. You don't just hit it with a broom.
I mean, I think guns, but they don't have those anymore.
No.
So,
Get a BB gun.
I mean, you probably just need to find a bigger
Spider.
animal. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, bigger, like, Australian death beast.
Yeah.
And then sort that out later.
I think a brick would do it. Get a brick.
Yeah. The old Kevin McAllister.
What we need to do, like how everyone's trying to buy this drone technology for the airports, we need to start selling spider sticks to Australians.
Spider sticks.
With a big old flat thing on the end. It's like a broom, except it's a hard, flat piece of wood on the end that you can actually smash it with.
So a shovel?
No, a shovel's curved. You could accidentally miss it just a little bit and it could still be alive.
So like a, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, gotta go head down to the patent office.
You Australians, you tell us either how you kill a spider or if you would buy our spider stick.
Spidey stick.
Yeah. We're getting rid of the new soldier
If it
boy.
had a taser built in.
Yes. The end of it is uses electricity to also shock it to death. I think we're onto something.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Good.
Cool. 2 women busted for shoplifting during Shop with a Cop event.
So when I saw this headline, I was like, it's kind of brilliant in the sense that you would assume that it would be just the dumbest thing in the world for someone to shoplift during.
What kind of fool would I have to be?
So they're like, you know what? They probably don't even have the security cameras on. Mm-hmm. Because why would anyone do this? So kind of brilliant, but also turned out you can still get caught doing it.
Yeah. Yeah, they basically, so apparently Shop with a Cop is like a bunch of cops go down to the local store and they buy a bunch of toys for kids and stuff. But yeah, these ladies, they tried shoplifting and they just ran out. And security was like, call the police, wait.
Here's the police.
Hey, cops, she and then, yeah, that was it. So they didn't get far.
Yeah.
Nice try, though.
Yeah. Macaulay Culkin legally changed his middle name to Macaulay Culkin. So his name is Macaulay Culkin, Macaulay Culkin.
Yeah.
He's been having a pretty good end of the year.
Yeah,
He's got his
that
podcast,
Google Home thing.
the recreation of Home Alone.
Yeah.
He has his Bunny Ears website, and he's getting a lot of good press out of both of those. And then
he's YouTubing a little bit. He's on like Red Letter Media.
He got a little bit more in the good graces of the internet by changing his name into a meme.
I don't think he's actually doing this.
Probably not.
He had a poll to see what he should change his middle name
Macaulay
to.
Boatface McCulkin. McCulkin.
That one didn't even rank on the
okay.
top, so thank God that meme is over, because memes aren't supposed to last that long.
So, cool.
Macaulay Culkin face.
Yes.
Student drug dealers spared jail as judge says he was impressed by the grammar in their text messages.
Okay.
Sounds about white.
Yeah. Are they white?
Yeah.
Okay.
It is the UK. So, I mean, I don't know. It was just weed.
Yeah.
Still, like, I don't know. First of all, legalize it.
Yes.
Secondly, though, yeah, you'll be surprised. There's a lot of criminals out there who speak and write quite well. One of them's named Kevin Spacey. Mm-hmm. He's actually a really talented speaker.
Yeah.
Well, Kevin.
Yeah. Hey, we all saw the YouTube video, Kevin.
I should lock you up for the rest of your life, but
I'd be doing a disservice to the acting community by doing that. Who am I to take this amazing, talented actor out of films and TV? This is dumb and bad.
Yeah.
And
be consistent.
Yeah.
Judge, please. Or just legalize the fucking drug.
Yeah, that'd be way easier, yeah. Speaking of legalizing it, well, this doesn't have anything to do with that, but Canada did legalize it. Canadian arrested outside White House allegedly wanted Trump's advice on finding a wife. Why didn't he just go to Trump Dating? Or whatever the new Trump dating site is.
5 or 6 of those. Yeah. No, he wanted to hear it from the man himself.
Which catalog did you buy her out of?
He brought some bottles of Crown Royal for Trump, apparently not realizing that Trump does not drink alcohol.
And also that Crown Royal is readily available anywhere in the United States.
Yeah. I think if Trump wanted it, he could probably get it.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it's a nice gesture, but...
you can keep your drugs in that bag after you use it.
Yeah, he kind of figured just by showing up with 2 bottles of booze, he could just walk onto the White House lawn.
I thought government worked where if you brought a gift to the politician, you were allowed in.
In the spirit of Christmas.
Yeah, that's like
bringing gifts.
That's how they got access to Jesus.
Yeah.
You bring a gift.
Yeah, the Secret Service outside of the manger.
Well, he's got us.
He didn't get his dating advice from the president. So I guess grab him by the pussy.
Yeah.
Pete the Groin Crusher has crushed 10,000 patients' groins without even a sweat.
So snoo is a medical term now? Life by snoo.
Crush that groin. This was like some local profiles in Philadelphia locals, meet Pete the Groin Crusher. Like people that have surgery or something, he has to put pressure on their groins so they don't get a blood clot or some shit.
Oh.
I don't know. That's his job. He's the groin crusher.
And he doesn't even break a sweat.
Nope. Someone need their groin crushed.
It's really weird. Mm-hmm. It's a weird thing.
Yeah.
It feels like you could just put one of those compression belts on or something.
Couple bricks.
Yeah. Or gravity
just
blanket.
Sit on them.
Yeah.
But hey,
at least Pete's got a job.
Pete's got a job.
I'm excited to hear about Pete the Groin Crusher and who he's voting for in the next election, just like Joe the Plumber. If we're going to have a straw man, he better be a groin crusher.
Pete the Groin Crusher.
Yeah.
My wife's the real groin crusher. Am I right? Hey, hey, busting your balls.
I've seen the medical community in person, and these people, they can't pay their groin crushing bills. We have to do something. Medicare for all. Yeah. Then I can keep crushing groins for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love it. I love Pete the Groin Crusher as a straw man, and we need to bring him up in the next election.
Pete the Groin Crusher.
Go Eagles.
You know what really crushes my groin? All these taxes.
Oh, jeez.
Innocent New York man billed $4,600 for police rectal probe.
I feel like they should be taking the bill on this one at least.
Yeah.
And maybe, you know what, double it and give the guy $4,600
Yeah,
as
maybe,
well.
Maybe when you accuse someone of having a bunch of drugs
in their butthole,
and then you take them to the hospital and have them go in the butthole.
Yeah.
And then you don't find anything.
An embarrassing event, regardless of any discomfort.
He was the cops made the hospital sedate him for it. So he didn't even know what was happening.
Jesus Christ.
He woke up and he's bleeding out of his ass.
He needs to sue them.
I think he might be.
Yes.
I think that might be happening. Yeah.
Yeah. Alabama Police Department blames Satan for spike in homicides. Oh, cool. It's the 90s all over again.
Yeah.
Great. Here we are. Time is cyclical. History repeats itself.
Satanic panic, baby.
We're back.
Cannibal Corpse guy. The Satan crimes in Alabama.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is real stupid. The Alabama Police Department in their official fucking I think it was Facebook. They were like, oh, there's been 5 murders in this community in the past year.
It's gotta be
And the
Satan.
reason is Satan. The young people, they've turned away from God.
I think the reason's probably meth.
Yeah. Or just crimes fucking happen
Yeah.
and you're a cop, so maybe just do your job.
But listen, we've been through this. I don't. West Memphis isn't in Alabama. It's not. But I don't think it's in Tennessee either. Or maybe it is.
That whole fucking thing.
Well, that's
Jesus.
what I'm saying. Like, if you want a good learning lesson on this, just go look at any documentaries or writing about the West Memphis 3, where the police department, instead of doing any work, was just blamed the whole thing on Satan and these kids who were like just goth kids, basically.
Yeah.
And by the way, innocent. So probably
Lives ruined.
maybe just do the work instead of blaming it on some kind of mythical creature or something from the Bible that says that it's bad.
Yeah.
It's lazy. It's honestly just lazy.
It's pretty lazy, yeah.
And it's already been done.
It's not even
It's like the
original.
gambling website in CSGO.
Yeah, seen it.
Seen it. We've already been through this.
This reboot sucks.
Thank you, next.
Utah police say man bit large chunk of man's ear off after hot tub argument about conspiracy theories.
I like this. It's the natural end to any conspiracy argument in a hot tub.
I'm having a nice night here in my hot tub in Utah, and then the topic turns to conspiracies, and one thing leads to another.
This is Evander Holyfield's fault. And Mike Tyson.
Whoops, where's my ear?
Yeah. I like to think that maybe they were nibbling on it. And then the guy said something that crossed the line a little too far.
Yeah.
Actually, it's a concave earth. Conk! What the fuck did you just say to me?
Concave? It's flat! It's fucking flat! And they're hiding the gold behind the ice.
Amazon customer receives 1,700 audio files of a stranger who used Alexa. Yep.
Cool.
So if you didn't think that they were getting stored, they are.
Yeah, this guy he's a German. He used GDPR.
Yeah.
Like you can submit a formal request for all of your data being stored by tech
And
companies.
they sent him someone else.
Yeah, so Amazon's like, yeah, sure, whatever, here you go. They sent him like just gigs of audio recordings of and he listened to him. He's like, I can hear when someone's like in the shower. I can hear what they're ordering off the internet. Like I can piece together a pretty detailed picture of these people's lives.
Yeah.
And Amazon's like,
Whoopsie.
we did an oopsie.
We did an oopsie.
Whoops.
Amazon did an oopsie.
That's fun.
And update really quick. Not really a full update, but the gambling website thing, the mystery brand. I think it was like Business Insider or something that looked into the company, and still nothing really exists about the company. But they found their only employee is a Ukrainian man who says that he just does their customer service, but he's listed as the only employee, and he's the one that does all the Facebook and Instagram customer service, which is when you read all the forums of people complaining, the one place where you can go and complain loud enough to where the person on the other end is like, cool, we'll send you the stuff. So very suspicious. Also a Ukrainian man. So kind of leads a bit more to the way that this might just be some kind of money grabbing operation operated outside of the United States, potentially, that's just going to take all your money.
Money grabbing and probably personal data.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All your credit card information,
Yeah.
your location.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So don't use the site.
Yeah, and don't support people who promote it either.
Yeah. Also,
But you already knew that.
H3 posted his video and Jake Paul replied to it and was like, love this video.
Yeah, he's like, you loved us calling you out for
for child gambling? He goes, yep, love it. What a weirdo.
Yeah.
Well, 2019, happy to be here. Stick with us. Go to the Patreon. Make sure we can survive 2019 along with you. Go to Patreon, or you can click right below the video, and there's a join button, and you can become a member of Internet Today, and you get a cool little metal hands icon next to your name. I started seeing for the first time ever the green metal hands, which means people have been members for 2 months now.
Wow.
So if you see green metal hands next to someone's comment,
service.
thank you for your service. Now let's go fight some drones and spiders. That's what we need. You need a drone that kills spiders, that tracks them and kills them.
Big if true. We should get on that.
Large if accurate. See you next time. Watch other episodes here, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye-bye.